Now then, it's 2025, day 366. So I did the full year. Happy times. I'm pretty chuffed with it, to be honest. I actually did go back and look at the first video I did a year ago, and there's definitely been a massive improvement, and I'm really happy with that. The scope of the videos kind of changed a little bit after the first 3 months. If you've been watching any of these videos for a reasonable amount of time, you'll have noticed that how I kind of went from just talking about the camera stuff, doing this backwards and forwards, interfacing, presenting to the camera, through to more vloggy style diary content, and then a bit of a mix between the two. And that's been really useful, just maintaining eye contact with the camera. Obviously, as we've already talked about, I won't reiterate the reason for why I was doing this in the first instance, and I'm certainly going to carry on with it because it's quite fun, and it helps me keep that muscle memory, I suppose, up to date with the camera, for when I do need to use it for actual work stuff or my other hobbies. But that said, I do want to change things up a little bit as well. I'm going to carry on with the daily videos, as I said, but I'm also going to put some other content on this channel, so I'll have a different style of thumbnail or something and do some more longer form videos as well. maybe 4 of them this year perhaps, but they're ones where I'm going to spend a little bit of time, a little bit of effort putting things together, perhaps visiting somewhere, talking about that place, trying to get some nice shots with the different cameras, just putting into practice what I've kind of been learning, and kind of flexing that muscle a little bit, just to help me help myself, and to also have something else out there that's a little bit more interesting than just me talking about myself to you. Now, that said, again, and I do say that a lot, I've realised me saying that said is something of a catchphrase for Wayne. What I'm going to talk about in this video then, and I was going to make it a long one, to be honest, but I think I will just keep it quite succinct comparatively compared to what I was going to do. So I think 2025, I'm going to make a few changes to who I am and what I do. I think I made too many compromises in 24, and these aren't resolutions as such, definitely not that sort of thing, but I'm going to spend more time focusing on myself and trying to make myself a little bit more fulfilled, and I'm going to spend less time on other people really that aren't worth it. I'm not going to be always the person that's chasing after folk and I'm like, oh, shall we do this, do you want to do that? It's like, nah. And I'm also definitely just going to completely ignore people's opinions, because I think it just causes friction and issues, and to be honest, that's not what this is. It's not what I want. If I want somebody's opinion, I will ask for it. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting change, because I feel occasionally that I try to I put too much effort into friendships with people, and if that's not the case, then I'm not going to be spending time running after folk and doing stuff. And that's across the board, regardless of how long I've known you, whether I'm related to you or not. I can't be bothered. I'm going to spend way more time doing stuff that I want to do this year. And if that means doing stuff on my Todd, then I will do. I'm not right fussed about that to be right bothered. So yeah, that's a positive one. New Year's Eve last night was boring. I can't say the entire festive period has been one that I've enjoyed at all this year. I was really looking forward to it for the most part, but the toothache issues have been a problem to my enjoyment, and just generally the fact that I've not seen anybody or done anything that I wanted to do. But again, to my previous point, that feeds into that. So next year, I will definitely be doing my own thing, and everybody should do that. Nobody else should be responsible for your happiness at the end of the day. So I need to practice what I preach there. Right, I'm going to crack on, because tomorrow I'm up at 6, and then from 6:30 I'm going to be in here painting all day. No wife, no little one. I'm getting this project finished completely tomorrow. All of the little ends that I wanted to get tied up will be tied up, loose ends tied up. And then I will be moving on to my next project, and this army will be boxed off, happy times, super chuffed with it, really happy with how it's been. I'm waiting for one thing to arrive, which I will have to paint when it comes. But other than that, the entire army is done until anything new for this army gets released, and I'm super stoked for that. But yeah, I'm having a me day greedily tomorrow where I won't be answering my phone, won't be speaking to anybody, won't be online, and that's super exciting for me because I've not done it for a while, and I really need at least one day in the 3 weeks I've had off of work just to focus on me and my mental health and my enjoyment. So I'm looking forward to that. What else is there to say? I'm going to play some more video games as well. I'm going to finish Gotham Knights because I've been really enjoying that, playing it with the little one as well. Yeah, right, I'm going to leave it there and I will chat tomorrow. In fact, no, I won't. The last thing I'm going to say, this year's project is my own health, mental and physical, but in the first instance, it's going to be physical health. I've lost a significant amount of muscle compared to what I had. My body weight's actually slightly lighter than I thought it was, and then it wasn't my biggest. So I'm 16 stone, 3.5 pounds, which is about 103 kilograms now. But I'm very flabby. I've lost all of the muscle mass that I had. I just can't exercise how I used to on daily, having a wife and a kid. Now, to the level that I was, injury has meant that I can't exercise with the intensity that I was either. So certainly this year, I'm going to try to lose 15 kilogram at least. I was aiming for 20, but I think that might be a bit too much. I'd like to put a little bit more muscle on, but I realise, I'm going to be 45 in March. That's probably unrealistic, but I think having that fitness is really going to help me be a better dad as well. And just feeling more myself, because I'm super self-conscious at the moment. So that's this year's goal. I will report back the first of every month. I'm not going to go on about it every single video, but yeah, the other thing that I've done as well is I removed myself from Instagram for the most part. I've got my hobby accounts, which are very focused on my hobbies, but I don't have a personal Instagram account now, and I won't be interacting with any reels or TikToks or any short form video content where it's just swiping. I'm removing that from my life. And I realise other people won't do that, and that's fine. But if I am socialising with people and they're sat there on their phone, just scrolling TikTok or sending me endless TikToks or reels, whatever, I won't be watching them. For the most of 2025, if people sent me stuff, I was just like, oh yeah, lol, or smiley face back, and won't watching it because I do not want to be one of those people. I hate it. I hate people just sat there staring at the phone, wasting their life away, especially when they should be with other people. If you're with somebody else, be with them, be present. And so I'm making a stance for myself where I'm not going to do that. So yeah, there we are. That's me. That's resolutions. Call them what you want. They're not resolutions, because resolutions, people tend to fail at them, and I don't do failing. Once you consider failure an option, you've already lost, and I don't lose. So yeah, that's me. Have a good 2024. 2025. We're in 2025 now. Have a good 2025. Hope everybody's well, and I will catch you tomorrow for a short one probably. All right, see ya. Bye.